Hi everyone, so today we are going to do the first APK, the Android Application Exploitation Challenge of the finals, the grand finals of cyberhackathon.pk. This was the first challenge, 90degree.apk, and this was 100 points worth, and it had two flags inside of it. So as always, we'll start with static analysis of the application. We can use jadx-gui to do that. We don't have to, decompile the application and everything. So I'm just going to arrange it a little bit. And as always, we are going to land on the main activity. We don't need to understand what is happening here, but if you want to, when you do it dynamically, you will see that the application is rotating something, and when the rotation is on 180 degree, it is going to log.d. So you have to check the adb logcat, right, of your device, logcat of your device. And then it will have the flag decrypted in there, or you can manually decrypt the flag yourself, which is I think which is kind of easier to do. So what we are going to do here is copy this as our I think we can see for ourselves. So the first thing is the key, the secret key, and the second thing is the IV, and then the string is flag1, which is probably AES encrypted, and then base64 encoded. So to get that string, we're going to go into resources, ARSC, res, values, and then strings.xml. And here we have the flag1 file, right? So now we are going to decrypt it. Just a second. I'm going to land onto the guest mod. And then we are going to open CyberChef. It actually makes our life really easy in AES decryption. Or we would have to write the Java code to do that, but we only write Java code in case we don't have the IVs in string format, right? So in this case we have it in string, so we don't have to write Java code to do it, or any other language. So the first thing was our key, and this is not hex, this is UTF-8, right? And then IV is also UTF-8, it is not hex. And then the input, which is coming to this method, is also raw, right? It's not hex, because when we decoded it, you saw that it was some binary input, so output. So we are going to make this raw, and then we can see that it is base64 encoded again, and we are going to add another method here. So there we go, we got the first flag. So after the first flag, the second flag was really interesting, and I wasn't able to do it. It was my teammate who did it. So I knew that the file is here, right, devil. I told him that this file exists here, but I'm not sure what to do with it. So we are going to see, how we do it. So first, I'm going to get the source of the application because I have to extract the binary file from it, right? So I used Ghidra and stuff, right? I did go through it, but I wasn't able to make sense of it. So resources, assets, and there we have it, devil, right? So what he did was, he just checked the file type, which was so obvious. I would have done that as well. I mean, when I executed it, we have to set even if you change more plus exit, you can execute it, right? So exact format error. I didn't do that. I literally just went straight to Ghidra. That was a mistake of mine. It happens in CTF. So what he saw was that this is an ARM binary, 32-bit. So and at the spot we had a mobile which was ARM and it was rooted, and we had the ADB shell to it as well, right? So my colleague Bilater is one had it. So Danish actually used this binary, copied this binary to the ARM device, and then he just executed this and he got the flag. So what I did, I ran strings on it, and I got a base64 encoder string from it. Let me just show you that quickly. It was on the top here, right? So but this is XOR, right? It has some rotations. I mean, if you see here, you can see the key, the key is right here, right? But I just didn't pay any attention to it. I mean, if I copy that in here, I'm going to remove everything from base64. You can see this, right? And if you do XOR here, right, I mean, he didn't even see as well, right? So this is the XOR key, and this is going to be UTF-8. There we go, we got the second flag, right there. But in case this is obfuscated as well, what do we do in that case? So we are going to see, we are going to actually run the binary and actually see in Ghidra what we had to do in this case. So the first thing, so this is actually done. Second flag, if you want to quit the video, that's alright. But if you want to see in depth how it happened, how do you see if it's obfuscated, you can stick around. So what I'm going to do right now is actually first going to run this binary, because this is ARM. You can actually run ARM binaries on Intel as well. So that is what Danish didn't know. I just Googled when I reached home. So you can do that. So we are going to look into that, and then we are going to run this binary and see what arguments or whatever it needs to give us the flag in clear text. So run ARM binary on Intel Ubuntu, right? Okay, so Stack Overflow guest. So this is the one article which I followed. Now you need some packages for it to work, and those packages are probably these. I mean, if you just type this chemo ARM, right? So it says that you have to install this chemo user. Install that, and hopefully you didn't get my password from the pattern of the key or the sound of the keys. I think it's possible to get it though. Yeah. So yeah, please spare me. Okay. There we go, we got it. So now we are going to execute this binary. We have to pass this. I think this is going to link some libraries required to run it. So so I'm just going to demo. Does it work? You can see that it worked, right? We got no luck. Now what do we do? So now what we are going to do is analyze this program into Ghidra, right? JDK. Oops, I don't have it installed. I just did a new OS. So we need to have JDK 11 plus 64-bit and to path to JDK home directory. I think we'll have to install that. So let's do that. Open JDK. I think it's 11. There we go. So it's going to take some time. Probably I'll cut the video, I guess. Yep. Yeah, we'll do that. Meanwhile, we can also take a look at the strings output if we want to, right? So just to I'm going to copy the path from here and change it. So if we go to the top, let's see if we can make sense of it from the strings output. In case it is obfuscated, we totally can't. But in this case, we're just going to take a look at it. So we already have the XOR key, we have the basic 64 encoded. We can see that no luck, this is a string which wasn't printed there. And then in case it gets decrypted, it's going to print this. So I don't see anything in here which is useful. Yeah, I don't find anything useful in here. So we'll probably just wait for JDK to be installed, and then we'll take a look at it with Ghidra. Nope, I think. Or maybe I'm just not looking at it carefully. We can also use, cat filter to make it beautiful. I think it was cat-l. You can, pass the type. Okay, that is not good. How about PHP? Python. Okay, it does make it a little bit beautiful. How about MATLAB? Okay, I think this one is cool. There we go. We got some instructions highlighted. But again, because of some quote somewhere, it just broke the whole output. But here we are. So even if we look at it, we can't really, find anything interesting. So yeah, again, we're going to just pass our time until JDK is installed. And I think we do have it now, and Ghidra should open. There we go. So I agree. Start it. We're going to create a new project. I don't want tabs. Okay, just create project. We can also open one, non-shared, shared, and the path is going to be finals, Ghidra. I'm going to create a directory in here, and we are going to be storing all our programs in it, so it should have it now. So in it, I'm going to name it 93, I think the spellings are right, and then we are going to import this binary, which we have in here, into Ghidra. fm dot, open this up, come in Ghidra, and just drag this. And there we go. The file has been imported. Now we are going to analyze the file, and it'll take I think like a minute or two. I think around a minute, not a two, to just completely disassemble everything and take look at the source of the function and everything. You can look that up here. So if we try and open this up, it'll get slow and stuff. But what we need mainly here is, I looked at all the methods here, like which are obvious, but the main thing you want to see here is the main method. All right, so you can see that all the method or function names start with A, B, C, D. So M should probably be main, right? It should have it. So there we go. We have the main method there. If Ghidra can let me open it, and you can see that the code isn't readable as of now. So it is just going to decompile it. It'll take a minute or two, and probably will be done soon. Analyzing function. So this is going to get beautified, hopefully now. Okay. Still waiting. There we go. It got beautified finally. So it doesn't take this much time. I think maybe this is the first time, that's why. I'm not sure, maybe it does. So we can see that it says if param1 is less than 5, puts no luck, right? So param1, we don't know, it is int param1. So probably we can guess from this, these are the arguments which are being passed to the binary. And this is a XOR key, this is basically encoded string. Again, opening it with Ghidra, we can actually just use both of these and decode the string, the basic string, and XOR it and get the output. But we want the binary to give it to us, right? We want it to be decrypted through here. So what we are going to do here is we can see that the params count is less than 5. So that means we have to pass 4 parameters to the binary to get this, right? It is not parsing the parameters in any way. So we can just call it again with Kimu, right? So going to call fm. Do we have that Kimu command here? Okay, we don't. So I'm just going to copy that from GitHub, this, right, and then call devil. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can pass anything in here, ABCD, and there we go. We got the second flag. So yeah, that's it. This was a really interesting challenge, and I wasn't able to do the second flag. My teammate did. So yeah, props to Danish. So yep, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.